We know the tide has changed. There is a reversal. Though we say it's a temporary reversal, reactions gained upper hand, and the imperialist camp, headed by the USA, they brought in the policy of globalization, liberation, privatization. They did not succeed earlier, so long as there was socialist camp. Now that social camp had vanished. The imperialist bloc, headed by the USA, were successful and they brought in the policy of the globalization. And we are seeing the effects today. Comrades, I like to add here, when our former president, Comrade Shivdas Ghosh was alive, he talked of fascism. And those days, to be called as a progressive, one had to wear the cloak of socialism. That's why Comrade Shivdas Ghosh told that social democracy is the last prop of fascism. Everywhere, those who came to power in the name of fascism, those who brought fascism, whether in Germany or in Italy or in Spain or Japan, they had to take the slogan of socialism. Without that, you cannot confuse the masses. But after the counter-revolution, it was taught by our former leaders that there is a change. So now to bring all out fascism, you do not require the cloak of socialism. Even reactionary forces, conservative forces can bring about fascism. So comrades, our beloved leader taught us there are two stages of fascism. One is administrative fascism. By law, they impose, they crush the mass movement. Another is they take recourse to persuasion and suppression. That is ultimately all-out fascism, not just administrative measures. The mass mind is confused. Comrade Shivdas was told a peculiar culture, a science and spiritualism, a fusion of science and spiritualism that is being brought all over the globe by the capitalist class. We know science and spiritualism are diametrically opposed to each other. But the class is today talking of science on one hand. They want science only for material needs, for luxury, for comfort, for manufacturing industry. They talk of science and technology. On the other hand, on the side of values, they are filling the vacuum with spiritualism, with religious fanatism. There is an admixture. What Comrade Shivdas Ghosh taught us is a fascistic bent of mind, where finally you dehumanize the entire society. Already religious values are gone, exhausted. Even bourgeois humanist thoughts are gone. And that vacuum has to be filled by the higher morality and ethics, their culture of communist culture, working class culture. And that culture has not yet filled the vacuum. That vacuum is thought to be filled by the bourgeois class all over the globe, whether it's Trump, whether it's Bolsonaro, whether it's in Turkey, whether it's in India, everywhere, whether it's the Congress or the BJP, any party, fascism is brought by a class, the bourgeois class. That's the attack. Comrades, what we are seeing today, our working class movement is beset with all-out attack, economic onslaught, political onslaught, and finally cultural onslaught. And there we are seeing in the organized sector or in the unorganized sector in India, you have come here, massive numbers. You have seen in organized sector also there are attacks. All the labor laws, 29 labor laws, which were procured by the working class through hard-won struggles. Blood bath was there. Through such struggles, 29 labor laws, they were won by the working class. Now the Modi government is removing those labor laws. They are replaced with so-called 4 labor codes. And finally, the labor laws are buried. Why? Because the Prime Minister of our country says there should be ease of doing business. For ease of doing business, all the labor laws are removed. Meaning, even in the organized sector, working class is made totally victim of the ruling class and the capitalists. There is no safety for them. So also we find that the union government, BJP government, has written off loans worth 15 lakh crores, 15 trillion rupees. All the loans given to Adani and Ambani. That is how they are serving the interest of monopole class of India. While on the other side, the working people, including the industrial workers, agricultural workers, and the scheme workers, going by the name of Asha, Anganwadi, midday meal workers, all they are left in the lurch. They don't have any proper monthly payment, no proper salary. This is how the scheme workers are working. Majorly women, they are exploited to the worst. And that kind of economic slaughter is going on. And what is more, in place of regular employment, the government is bringing fixed term employment, FTE. Everywhere, workers will be taken on term, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. Then remove them from job. Then again reappoint after 1 day. Thereby, all the benefits they are deprived of. This is the condition of the working class. And comrades, on the political side, all the democratic rights are taken away, even the right to speech, even the right to write. You know, many of the fighters for freedom of speech or for individual liberty, they are put behind bars for years together without any justice. I finally, court acquits them, telling that the charges are false. The way the attacks are going on, economically and politically, more so, comrades, what we are hammering, our trade union, All India Rotary Center, is majorly on the aspect of culture. The culture is so important, and the attack on the culture, and we find in our country what kind of a torture is going on. Particularly the youth of the country, they are unemployed. Unemployment is on the rise. We know that. And we see the government is trumpeting that India is marching ahead and we are going to be $5 trillion economy, the third in the world. This is the way that trumpeting Indian economy is advancing. Yes, there is a section, one section of the people, the multi-millionaires, they are the bourgeois class, monopolies, corporate houses, they are advancing, their wealth is increasing. Already the speakers before me, they have spoken how 1% of the population, they are owning 60% wealth of the country, while the lower 50%, they are having hardly 5% of the wealth. And on hunger index, India ranks 109th position out of 121 countries. So, comrades, all the facts are revealing what is happening in the country. On the other hand, the unemployment is growing so much. We are witnessing whenever there are invitation are called for this inquiry for jobs, interview. When interview is called for hardly 100 posts, there are lakhs of applications, some 2,500 posts or some 50,000 posts. Crores of applications are coming. That to floor position of D group employee. or for peons. This is the condition of the country. So, what the government is doing, they are propagating pornography, they are propagating obscenity, and earlier it was through the papers, newspapers, and now it is the mobile. Pornography and obscenity, they are spreading so much that in the country, not a single day passes without we are witnessing rape, gang rape, and finally killing, murder. Every day, the numbers are increasing. Women are the worst victims in the country. And we know what has happened in Calcutta, RG Kar College, how one postgraduate internee, how she was gang raped in the hospital premises. That is not the important thing. She is gang raped, she is killed. What has happened? CBI took over the inquiry, and yesterday they have given clean sheet to the principal and one more person who are supposed to be guilty. Entire country knows they are guilty. Only one person is charged, is put behind bars. All the others, they are simply acquitted. No charges. This is the CBI inquiry. Comrades, is not the case. We are finding hundreds of cases. Criminals are allowed to go scot-free, while honest voices who are fighting for justice, for rights of people, they are put behind bars. This is fascism. Other than fascism is nothing else. But there, our leader, teacher, guide, Comrade Shivdas Ghosh, he repeatedly pointed out, this is one phase of fascism. The higher phase is confuse the entire mass mind. So there is counter-revolutionary upsurge as opposed to revolution. There is counter-revolutionary upsurge. What happened in Italy? What happened in Germany? That is the attempt of ruling class. They are not yet succeeded. People are still sensible. People are still having reasoning, thinking mind. They are still having human mind. They are protesting. They are coming out and struggling. So, comrades, these are the challenges before the trade union movement. We are holding our organization, All India United Trade Union Center. We are holding our 22nd All India Conference here. These are the challenges we are faced with. So, comrades, we are at crossroads. Either we allow the class, ruling class, to foist all out fascism in the country, or we'll lead the working class of the country towards the cherished goal of anti-capitalist social revolution. These are the crossroads. These are the challenges. I think our conference will deliberate on all the attacks and all the ways and means to resist, reject all these attacks and go victorious. This is the task before us. I hope that with the presence of the august dignitaries from abroad, they have come here, they are fighters from their lands. We are very glad in their support, in their presence. We are going to hold our delegate sessions in the next 2 days. We will chalk out ways and means to counter the attacks by the boards, central and state governments. With these words, thanking you all, I conclude here. Long live revolution, long live unity of the working class, long live proletarian internationalism, long live All India United Trade Union Center. Red salute to great leader proletariat, Comrade Shivdas Ghosh. Comrades, we have come to the end of this open session. I invite our music squad to come and sing the international. With that, we'll conclude this session.